All right, hello again. This is the second lecture in kinematics. We want to talk about today how do you organize and present a word problem. It's very important that when you do describe how you solve a particular problem, that the problem is laid out concisely, can be understood by anybody, and it is very, very clear. So for this class, I have prepared for you a format that should be used for all problems. So first of all, realize that these problems will be done by hand and turned in on paper. So the overall layout of the problem would be first, I want to see the problems on 8.5 by 11 paper. I don't want small pieces of paper or some oddball shapes. I want all 11 by 17. Could be either plain paper, graph paper, or line paper. You can use the front and the back if you wish. The second thing is, I don't want you to letter any smaller than 1/8 inch high text. Now, as a drafter, as someone who is in this field, technical field, you should print everything. That means using capital letters as neatly as you possibly can, 1/8 inch high text. I'm just suggesting not that you measure the height, but try to maintain a height approximately 1/8 inch high. The next is your name should be printed in the upper right-hand corner of each sheet. Next, the title of the assignment should be underlined at the top of the paper so that I know what assignment you're working on. And that way, if I have a number of assignments or your instructor has a number of assignments, then we can identify exactly what assignment you're working on. And then finally, the problem numbers are at the left of each problem so that I know what problem you're working on. If I didn't have that, then I wouldn't know what problem you were working on at the time. Okay, now specifically, each problem that you have that has 4 steps. And these 4 steps should be shown for each problem. First of all, you should have a statement. Now, the statement will identify what you're trying to do. It gives a direction. Now, we know what you're going to do. And the statement should be started with a word, something like find. This is what you're going to do. You're going to find something. And then you say find the area, or find the velocity, or find whatever it is. That you should state that. It only requires 2 or 3 words. You do not have to rewrite the statement from the book. All you need to do is make it short and sweet. Find it. Next, you should show me the givens. What were you given? Were you given units of measure? Were you given conversions? Were you given some specific numbers in the problem? And third, you should have a sketch that's labeled. Now, sometimes the givens are actually in the sketch. As you realize from my example over here, where I have a 10-inch diameter. Well, that's a given, and it's a part of my sketch. So these 2 parts generally can be combined. The next thing is the formula. This is the tool that you're using in order to find, or whatever it is you're trying to do. You need to have a tool. And so I want to find out what that tool is, and I know what it is if you put the tool in a box. So put the formula in a box whenever you set up this problem. Next, you substitute in the formula, or you may have to rearrange the formula and then substitute. Whatever is comfortable for you, but at least give the substitutions from the formula into the solution part. Now finally, before I go finally, the computations are done on your calculator. You don't have to show me the computations. That's optional. If you want to write out computations like combine some values, you can, or get more detailed, it's up to you. But then finally, your solution. There's 3 things we need to have in your solution. Number 1, it should be written at the right-hand side of the problem, not just scattered anywhere on the paper. It must be at the right of the problem. Secondly, your answer should be underlined. So I'll be looking for the underlined information, that's your solution. And then the answer should be in the proper units. If it's inches, square inches, feet, miles, whatever it is, the units have to be shown. So that's it. Set that problem up according to these basic steps. Here's an example. Here's my statement. I'm going to find the circumference. Just 2 words. My givens are here in the example. So there you have it. There's the first step. The second step is right here in this box. C equals pi d. That's the formula that we use for circumference. Then this step. This is your third step. I made the substitutions to the formula. Very simple. Now then I showed an answer here which just verifies what my computations are here. And finally, the fourth part, and the most important part, is your answer. Here is the answer to the right. Here are the proper units that are for this particular answer. And then here it is underlined. So I clearly have stated what your answer is. It's as simple as that. So when you set up a problem, in any math problem that you have for this course, you should set it up in this manner. If you have any questions, be sure that you contact your instructor so that we have a clear understanding as to what your solution is and there's no confusion about what is and what isn't. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.